Dream doll situation. Cenat made a terrible mistake, even before Streamer University had even started. It all happened during Kai's live stream, where he was revealing the names of the students who had officially made it into Streamer University. Everything was going as expected, until he reached one particular name, Dream Doll. The second Kai said that name, everybody in the chat completely lost it. That's because, just days earlier, an influencer named Dream Doll Bree had reportedly passed away. A lot of viewers were questioning how he could bring up her name so casually, especially during what was supposed to be a moment for celebration.
The next student that will be in Streamer University 2026 is Dream Doll. Dream Doll died? What? No. Dream Doll died?
Almost instantly, Kai started receiving a lot of hate online. Some people genuinely believed he had done it on purpose, while others accused him of being insensitive. Once the clip started going viral, some creators even claimed that Kai had changed and wasn't the same person after he cut his long hair. There were all kinds of conspiracies floating around, but personally, I don't really see why anyone would intentionally do something like that. This is something controversial, so I wouldn't want to get into it. However, the reality is that Kai wasn't talking about Dream Doll Bree at all. He was talking about an entirely different person who also goes by Dream Doll and had been accepted into Streamer University. So basically, the whole situation was a misunderstanding that spiraled out of control before most people even knew the full context.
What is saying Dream Doll, bro? She just posted 8 hours ago. She dead. Oh, damn, this is awkward.
Even though this situation was just a misunderstanding, the next one was even harder for people to defend. OF creators situation. Kai again got a lot of backlash because of a decision he made when selecting students for Streamer University. Kai accepted Aishah Sofey, who is a famous OnlyFans model, sparking the biggest debate online even before Streamer U began.
The next person is Aishah Sofey.
It's not because people personally disliked Aishah. It was just because thousands of aspiring streamers had spent weeks making audition videos, hoping this would finally be their chance to grow. But Kai ended up selecting someone who is known for her OnlyFans content, rather than actually streaming. So people were asking themselves how she managed to get a spot over actual streamers. Aishah Sofey rarely streams, and if you take a look at her Instagram, there's really nothing that shows that she's a streamer, or anything that would redirect you to her streaming platform. Many people were frustrated and felt Streamer University was supposed to be about giving passionate streamers an opportunity, not handing out spots to influencers who had already built massive audiences somewhere else. What made the situation even more ironic is that Kai himself had shut down OF creators from auditioning. During the previous Streamer University auditions, Kai straight up said that he wasn't accepting OF creators because they weren't really streamers.
Tell me why there are OnlyFans bitches applying, talking about how they stream. We're not talking about streaming on OnlyFans, nigga. You can't get in.
So when people saw Aishah's name on the accepted list, they immediately called him out for contradicting himself. Now, I'm not against OF creators at all, but I do understand why people felt this decision was unfair. Just check out this Streamer U application video.
Oh, hi, my name is Daisy, and for my admission video, I'm gonna tell you all of you at Streamer University why I'm gonna be an amazing streamer. Embarrassing.
This is a straight up thirst trap. You can tell she isn't even into streaming. So a lot of viewers couldn't believe that this was enough to earn a place when there were other thousands of actual streamers who had spent hours creating unique application videos built entirely around streaming. To make things even crazier, Aishah isn't exactly someone who needs exposure or money. She's actually the co-founder of Bop House alongside Sophie Rain, making her one of, if not the wealthiest students at Streamer University. That alone made people argue that she didn't deserve this opportunity. And if you're wondering if there's any other OF creator who wasn't selected, here he is.
Your son knows him. Yes, he's like obsessed. I think you should look at your son's search history. He's an OnlyFans creator. How does your son know him? Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Underage streamers. Another decision that had people questioning Kai was accepting Bilzo into Streamer University. If you somehow missed the auditions, Bilzo was one of the creators who quickly caught Kai's attention. After getting noticed, he started appearing on Rakai's streams, and his growth absolutely exploded. In less than a week, he had already gained well over 100,000 followers on Twitch.
Oh my god! I just hit 300K. Let's go.
You 300K?
Yeah, I hit 300K. Twitch is my Congrats, buddy. Alright, yo. Thank you, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm done doing content with y'all. Use y'all enough. Juice the out of y'all. Yo, if you just know, you my cameraman now, alright? Yo, now he don't know us? Are we admitted?
But while his numbers were going up, a lot of viewers became convinced that Bilzo was underage. Even though Bilzo himself has said that he's 17 years old, people online weren't buying it. His appearance became a huge debate, with comments insisting there was no way he is actually 17. I feel like he said he is 17, so he would get accepted. Others even saying that he might be the next Rakai. Even Kai joined in on the jokes.
I'm passing the phone to somebody who says they're 17, but they're really 12.
I'm passing the phone.
To be honest, I also thought it was pretty obvious that he is underage. But after looking it up, I found that he's actually 17 years old, which, personally, I still find hard to believe. For reference, this was me at 17. Another reason why people kept questioning his age is because he often avoids giving a direct answer whenever someone asks him about it. There was even a moment where another streamer asked him his age live on stream, and instead of simply answering, he seemed to avoid the question.
I got a question. What?
Baby, literally baby, you're 17.
No, no.
14?
No.
How old are you?
This makes it even more suspicious. At the end of the day, I don't think his age is really a big issue here. Whether he's 17 or not, Bilzo was one of the funniest people at Streamer University. His interactions with other streamers went viral, and he constantly created moments that people couldn't stop talking about.
Don't put your dirty ass napkin in my pocket again. You understand me, little nigga? I don't know if your parents ever taught you, but you don't play with gangsters, nigga. Lock the fuck in.
I'm not even scared, bro. Your breath just stinks.
So while people may have spent days debating his age, Bilzo eventually proved that he deserved to be part of the event. Constant fights on campus. If you've watched even a few Streamer University clips, you've probably noticed one thing almost immediately. It felt like somebody was fighting every single day. I'm not even exaggerating. No matter whose stream you were watching, there was always some kind of argument, prank that went too far, or people throwing each other around for content. One of the biggest moments was when Serba Baby fought with Kai himself and ended up nearly drowning in the pool. Now, I know what a lot of people are going to say. It's just content. And to be fair, a lot of it probably was. Streamers naturally exaggerate situations to farm clips and pull in millions of views. Even big streamers like Jason the Ween were constantly finding themselves in these confrontations.
Hey, calm down, y'all. Calm down.
But there's a difference between creating entertaining content and letting things get completely out of hand. The problem is that some of these fights actually led to people getting hurt. Take Lacey, for example. Just weeks before Streamer University, he'd injured his leg playing basketball and had been going around in a wheelchair. So naturally, you'd expect people to be careful around him. Instead, another streamer pulled him out of his wheelchair and started yanking on the exact leg he'd already injured. And this wasn't some planned content. You can literally hear Lacey begging them to stop because he was genuinely in pain. It stopped being entertaining the moment someone who was already injured was made to suffer even more just for a clip. Then there was Bilzo. During another incident, Dub and other streamers poured hot sauce on him as part of a prank. At first, it seemed like everyone was laughing it off, but not long after, Bilzo started having a serious reaction and eventually had to receive medical attention.
Get his ass! Get his ass!
Dub poured the whole thing on Bilzo. Bilzo is his whole body having a crazy reaction right now.
Moments like these are why so many people felt Streamer University crossed the line at times. Yes, the fights went viral and kept viewers entertained, but when people are ending up in wheelchairs, hospitals, or dealing with actual injuries, it's understandable why some viewers started asking whether the content was worth it. PlaqueBoyMax situation. One of the most controversial moments during Streamer U involved PlaqueBoyMax, and the moment quickly went viral, sparking a lot of hate and homophobia online. It all started when a streamer, Ojay Suave, confronted confronted PlaqueBoyMax live on stream and criticized him for getting a diva tattoo and for wearing wigs on stream, claiming that he had changed for the internet. Ojay even went as far as calling Max a sellout, saying he had sold his soul for fame, and at one point, he even referred to him as a demon.
Why you want to be a diva? You're a demon. I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that. I think you're clip farming. You're not a diva. You are a grown man. Don't lose yourself. Don't sell your soul, Max. They want your soul because you changed the game. Don't sell your soul.
While Ojay himself was simply giving his opinion, many people felt he had crossed the line, because his comments were directed at Max's appearance and the way he expressed himself on stream. The situation hit PlaqueBoyMax harder than a lot of people expected. He became visibly emotional during the stream, eventually ending it early, and later didn't even show up to the party.
Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I might be a little weird, bro. I might tap some shit. Things get cold, bro. They got me gay. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that shit, bro. Y'all niggas is white. You're corny. Fuck OJ. If you fuck with me, nigga, you said that shit off camera. You could've pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that shit on camera?
Once those clips started spreading online, the backlash against Ojay exploded. Some viewers even started telling Kai to expel him from the campus. And it didn't stop there. Another streamer, Wardrobe, who was Max's roommate, who was openly gay, confronted Ojay on camera about everything that had happened, and the conversation only added more attention to the situation. And by this point, Ojay had pretty much become the villain.
Like, he didn't do nothing. Did he say something to you directly? Wait, did he say something to you directly?
I went up to Max.
You went up to him, exactly.
Yeah.
So you bullied him first, right?
Oh,
so if he say some shit about you first, then it's gonna be a problem, though, right?
Okay, are we gonna have a conversation here, or are you gonna walk to me and walk away? Because I'm a person with multiple perspectives.
Okay, so there could be multiple perspectives, but you still don't disrespect somebody like that. At the end of the day, that's still highly rude. If you got a problem, keep it to yourself, boo. If you don't respect nobody, then you don't get respect for yourself.
Okay.
I'm hold up, I'm not done.
Oh,
then,
clock, let's say.
Okay. Hey, I'm not done. I'm not done. No, because I can put the cameras down.
No.
I can put the cameras down.
No, but I want to have a conversation.
No, because I can put the cameras down.
Max walked away from me.
He walked away from you because he felt uncomfortable with you, obviously.
More streamers began responding to the whole situation. Even Rakai and Kai addressed the situation, making it clear that they were standing behind PlaqueBoyMax. Whether people agreed with Ojay or not, this was easily one of the most uncomfortable moments of the entire event. Instead of creating entertaining content, the conversation shifted toward respect, personal expression, and where the line should be drawn when criticizing another creator. Accepting non-streamers. As if the OnlyFans backlash wasn't enough, people found another reason to hate on Kai's decisions. And this time, it was about accepting people who, according to viewers, weren't even streamers. If you remember how the applications worked, everyone who wanted to join Streamer University had to submit their personal information along with the name or link to their streaming platform. The whole idea was to showcase what kind of content you make and why you deserved a spot. So naturally, people assumed that actually having a streaming history would be one of the most important requirements. But once the accepted students started getting looked into, viewers noticed something strange. Some of them barely streamed at all, and one creator in particular hadn't even streamed a single day before getting accepted.
If you made it to Stream University, you deserve to be there, but I just want to point out this one thing. Look, I'm watching this one person, bro, when it starts. And that is dog right here. He got pulled third, smoke certified, bro. Let me just show y'all what smoke certified. This is Twitch, right? This is Twitch. Let me see. This is Instagram. We ain't got no content. This is Twitter. We ain't got no content. We even go to Twitch tracker. That boy got one stream from yesterday.
That left a lot of people confused. Thousands of aspiring streamers had spent months or even years consistently streaming, yet somehow, someone with literally no streaming experience managed to secure a spot. People started questioning whether Kai and his team had actually checked the applicant's streaming platforms before making the decisions. And the criticism only grew when viewers realized this creator didn't even have a huge following either. He wasn't some content creator with millions of fans or even a streamer. I should have applied, I just don't have his audacity. To be fair, the reason he got in was because he won the golden ticket. Still, I can understand why people were frustrated. If you've seen this guy's clips from Streamer University, let me know in the comments what you think about his content. Do you think he proved everyone wrong, or you still think that that spot should have gone to someone else? Chaotic streamers. At this point, it felt like every decision Kai made was being criticized, and this next one was no exception. Even though none of the Clover boys had been accepted into Streamer Uni, Kai still decided to bring them back as alumni from the previous Streamer University. University. Streamers like Tylil, Toda, Ray, DDG, Rakai, Nina Lin, and a few others were all given the chance to return. For a lot of viewers, that was exciting because it seemed like there was going to be more content around the campus. However, for others, it raised a different question. Why would he bring back streamers who already had a reputation for causing chaos? A good example was Rakai. If you've watched Rakai for more than 5 minutes, you already know he's unpredictable. There's always something going wrong on all his streams. So when he came back to Streamer University, some people were not happy at all.
Oh no, oh my God, no. Oh no.
Where all my skimming ass niggas at?
No.
With
Rakai wasted no time creating viral moments, and while many people found them hilarious, others felt he was one of the reasons the campus became so difficult to control. Every time something crazy happened, there was a good chance Rakai was involved. Then there was Nina Lin. She was another female streamer who is also known for being chaotic. For example, during the Streamer University auditions, she went viral after being arrested because of his public misconduct. So when Kai brought her back, some viewers questioned whether Streamer University was rewarding streamers who were constantly surrounded by controversy, instead of giving those opportunities to newer streamers trying to make a name for themselves. At the same time, you could also argue that these were exactly the kinds of personalities that made Streamer University so entertaining to watch. Whether you loved them or hated them, streamers like Rakai and Nina Lin constantly generated clips that spread all over social media. They kept people talking, and in today's streaming world, that's often what gets the most attention. And honestly, that pretty much sums up Streamer University as a whole. Let me know in the comments which one you think was the biggest L, or if there's one I missed. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.